after, I'll do some just chatting again. But yeah, right now I'm gonna make sure I get the TikTok stream chat up. Which I got it right there. Alright, got all the chats open. Drop in. Let me know how you're doing today. I know that I've been getting a couple of followers here or there, some subscribers. I appreciate that. Always appreciated. Appreciate if you guys use supporter, credit code in the Fortnite and Epic Games Store, especially the Epic Games Store, since we're not playing Fortnite right now. It's gonna be Jeffrey with 2 E's, Barrett with 2 R's and 2 T's. It's my username. Just use that and give me a drop. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, today's been a long day. I'm just trying to get used to the weather outside. It's definitely getting pretty hectic out there. I don't really check the shop in here just because obviously, you know, I really haven't played it that much. So I'm not really going to be checking it out too much. I guess they do have local ones. But honestly, that doesn't really help out. I didn't know that they would have like a practice thing. I'm pretty sure that they've had it before. I just never really noticed it. Find a game. Airship. Polis. Probably go there. Got me as purple already. My name's Jeff. I'm from the world of Among Us. Your mom. Come on, Mando. Can you all speak English? Please speak English. I was about to speak some Thai. Mighty. Ooh, Butternut is the imposter. I'm learning some Thai and a couple other things. Oh boy. Oh, so that's where you'd hide. Okay. Yeah, I'd never played in this one specifically, so I don't know. Is he coming? Ah, I figured. Wait, what? What's that about? Why didn't he kill him? I mean, he definitely could have killed him. I mean, it's a possibility that they're friends. That's always could be the case. So who knows? I mean, there's a lot of people that he's just not killing. Yeah. So in Thai, I learned that Madi is basically no good. So it's like saying not good, and saying the is good. And then if you're gonna say good morning, it would be sawadee. And then if you're saying it to a woman, it would be sawadika or sawadika, which, you know, it does sound a little wrong. But if you say it to a man, it's sawadikra. Hide and seek in Among Us, yeah. What's up? What's up? What's going on, Gate? I don't know if there's anyone out there that speaks Chinese. Niao ma, shi. Am I a seeker? Nah, so I got killed like right away, honestly. Which is kind of ridiculous. Like, he got me within like, I don't know, seconds, honestly. It is kind of interesting because like you don't even have to be, you just have to be within the vicinity of the person you kill them. This guy's, he's getting a lot of us, honestly. There's definitely going to be a lot of people that are trying to just like hide out. Yeah, he's getting everybody. Wow. He only needs 4 left, but 12 seconds, he's not going to make it. This guy's name is Butternut. Oh, we won. Nice. In Spanish, that would be I mean, it's just I'm learning so many different languages right now. Te amo, Butternut. Never give up. Nah, for sure, for sure. Pumpkin Nut? Yeah, so they are friends. He didn't kill Pumpkin Nut right away. Vinny. Te amo, Jeffrey. Alright. I gotta hide in the right place. Oh, gotta work on that. Oh, I tried to hit and hide. I was like so close. Yeah, I went in. I did go in. What? Bruh. You see how I did go in? Yeah, hide and then do the tasks fast. I did go in the vent, but you see? These arrows don't pop up unless you go in the vent. So I technically went in the vent, but he killed me anyways. That's crazy, bro. I guess it's just the rendering of it. He got me before I can do anything, I guess. No, there's nobody left over there, I tell you that much. Nah, you're gonna lose. He had 3 more left. He got so many of us really quick, though. Where are these other guys at? Yo, I mean, he's doing pretty good. I know that there are people that would, like, be friends with each other on here, and then they'll literally tell where everybody else is at. Do I want to be a seeker? I would like to, you know, be the seeker at some point. Kind of see what happens. I haven't been a seeker yet, so it would be interesting to do that. I've been an imposter already. Why isn't it killing him? He was literally right there. Oh, okay. A lot. Anyone has been spotted. I mean, we keep on getting victories. It'd be nice to kind of like turn into him and then try to see how it is. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, being on a PC is definitely different just because of the fact that, like, you have to get used to, like, it's not just, you know, hit record. You have to, like, set up certain keys on here so you don't enable certain things. So it's like you have to do, yeah, a lot of these people are like, they have to, it seems like they would know each other, you know, like a lot of them have like butternuts or Ito nuts. Yeah, see, he kills you right away. Even if you do go in there, he still can get you. And my ping isn't too bad. It is kind of bad, but it's not that bad. But definitely learning how all this works. Yeah, I mean, I got killed right around the same amount of, you know, time as before. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I guess on, like, you can, like, do stuff directly off of your phone when it comes to, like, all this stuff, which is kind of crazy. Through, like, I don't know if, I, mean, I could do it in full screen for, like, everyone that's watching the horizontal. I mean, you can literally do everything off of your phone, like the stream manager for, like, Twitch and whatnot. It's kind of crazy. You can see how long you are, mod queues and stuff like that too. You could start like predictions and stuff like that too, which is kind of cool. You know, I could basically just like what viewers will predict, which is good because then I can do that directly off my phone. I think there's going to be a point in time where I'll have like a hotkey that I can actually add in here and just be able to just hit that and it'll actually do it for me. That's good to know, you know, that I'll eventually add that in there. I'll update everything. I'll even probably have it so that it pops up like on the screen if you're watching like the vertical, or pop up like right here, or even the horizontal. I'll just have it pop up there too. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll probably try to do, I'm trying to think of what game I want to play tomorrow. I did say I was going to play either, well, probably both. I said I was going to play both. Damn. So I guess we lost. You got all of us on that one. But I did say I was going to play Arc Raiders and Mortal Kombat on the 30th. But I might be working on the 30th now. I might be starting a new film. So it's not entirely guaranteed now, just because of that. You know, like every time that I do get notified of that kind of stuff, I say yes to it pretty much, for the most part, unless it's like super far. You know, like depending on like the money and stuff like that. Imposter disconnected. What? I mean, I know it wasn't me that disconnected. Was it me? Was I the one that I couldn't have gotten disconnected? I'm the imposter. Nice. Let's go. Finally, I'm seeking people. That's crazy. That looked like somebody was in there, right? Ah, you sneaky. Oh, I'm on the hunt, bro. Oh, there's not that many people. A lot of them are leaving. Oh, I'm not gonna get this, am I? I mean, I killed however many people and they all just left. There's only 2 left. One left, there's one left. No. He's got to be over in like a corner somewhere, right? He's literally in a spot that I didn't check. No. No idea where he's at. Oh, he's got to be far, bro. I have no idea where he's at, dude. Oh, they're helping him out for sure, bro. Where was this guy at, bro? I killed all of them except for one. Wow. I was so close, dude. Yo, alright, so I'm finally getting no drops on the frames. Thank God. Finally, the internet's back to where it's supposed to be, dude. It's finally back. Finally, dude. Really happy about that. Really, really happy about that. Alright. Let's see here. I mean, it's kind of crazy, like, after you play so many matches, I think I've played, what, 4 or 5 of them? They feel a lot longer, but, I mean, it's only been, what, 19 minutes since I've started streaming? So it really hasn't been that long at all, you know? It's pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure this is the one I was already in. Mike J to do art. So Butternut, yeah, he's the guy that I couldn't find. I really just want to know where he went. Nah, that's like one of the first spots that they check. Wow. But I mean, at least you can tell when they're getting close by looking at the scanner. 'Cause I mean, that's what this is. It basically tells you that they're close. But I mean, you look at it, dude. 24 ping is actually pretty good, honestly. I mean, especially during this time of year is when like a lot of people start staying inside, all that kind of stuff. Damn. Getting a lot of us. Yeah, I mean, that was close. That was real close. I did that perfectly. That was the first time I actually got away by doing that. I mean, it's definitely OP. You just start paying attention to this, and then as soon as you see him over here, you just jump in. Okay, no more hides left. Might be able to pull this off. I think this is how the other person did it. They knew that was really close. They saved these. And we win. Nice. I mean, there was one other teammate, right? This guy. Nice, nice. Alright, let's go to... Nice. My name's Jeff. Toto? Sabadika. Sí, hola. Nyama. Shishi. Hablamos en Chinese. Yo no sé. Que no sé. Tomo arigato. Tomo arigato? No entiendo. I think that's the other thing that I'm going to start doing is just like kind of integrating some of the other languages that I kind of know a little bit. Yeah, I guess there's really nobody joining that one. That's why you kind of want to like sometimes it's okay to kind of like jump in. Yeah, see, like people left that one really quick. You kind of want to like join something like that, but then nothing's showing up. It's kind of crazy. Nope. Lucas, welcome to the stream. What up, what up? I'd probably go to this one. A lot of people joined this one. You gotta have a pretty fast keyboard to make it like jump around good enough. That's crazy. I think I need to figure out like what people are doing differently on like TikTok. You know, because I guess there's like a certain way to like do stuff on TikTok, right? Completed. And then I'll vent as soon as it gets close. Yeah, being right there is good enough. Damn, he took out 3 of us already. He's kind of far away though, so I'm pretty good. I get 5 hides. That's wild, man. That's actually quite a bit. He's probably like somewhere over here or something. Yo. 2 of us left. That's wild. I mean, he actually might have somebody that's like could be helping him out. Who knows, honestly? He got me right away. Somebody was helping him out for sure. That's wild, dude. Yeah, I'm not playing that one. That's crazy, dude. Somebody was helping out for sure. Oh my god. But if you guys do want to play Among Us at any point in time, you guys want to kind of get like a little group going, I'll probably do Among Us like every so often, you know, just because it's easier to actually just be able to converse with everybody that comes into the chat. And I'll also do like towards the end I'll do like just chatting. So it's kind of like a lot easier for me to kind of utilize it in that way. But yeah, if you guys end up, you know, wanting to jump in, I'll be able to show you know, Inky Quip. Be able to show that to you guys. If you guys want to, you know, stream snipe too, stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty crazy how just like video games is kind of like taking over quite a bit, like just to such an extent of like how people are doing it so much that like everyone's streaming now. You know, like there's grandmas and grandpas that are streaming, people that are like, you know, just like kids are doing it, obviously. Or you have to be a certain age in certain platforms. You have to be like at least 13. I think like on YouTube, I think TikTok, you have to be 17, I think, or it might be 18. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely certain um, things you have to be in order to, you know, like certain age and stuff like that, and there's requirements um, that you have to do in order to be able to get all that stuff kind of going. I know that there was definitely some people that when I was playing and they, you know, followed me over on different platforms, and then like I started playing Fortnite with them. A lot of them were like, "Oh, you know, I want to start streaming." They're like, "But I'm not old enough yet. I gotta wait." And I think one of them had to wait like 2 years. I think it was like 13 you had to be. And so, you know, I was just kind of like giving them tips if and when they do decide to, because I mean, within 2 years you can change your mind dramatically. You could just be like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore," you know, and then just go from there and just be like, you know, it wasn't what I thought it would be. You know, like they get, you know, like over 600 days to be able to just decide whether or not it would be something that they want to do. So probably this one. Yeah, last time I played, I wasn't able to get purple a lot. Like there was a lot of people that were taking purple. YOLO red. But I mean, there are some people that hard stay playing Among Us, which is pretty interesting. You know, like there are some diehard fans that always end up playing it, which is kind of cool. You know, so like there will be names in here that you will end up seeing quite often. You know, there are some people that have like, I really did want to put my actual, you know, like JeffreeBarrett in there, but I mean, unfortunately, that's just kind of. Yo, is this Master Chief? Oh boy, they got a little. It's stretching to like go hunt us. Oh my god! All right, this honestly is like a harder one to actually hide in. Yeah, you want to be there. I wasted one. There is a lot of us, though. I mean, he gets like, what, 2 minutes, I guess, to hunt us down. And then an extra 30 seconds, I think, is it? Saw someone run across. There he is. Yo. Can I get it? Ah. Oh boy. Oh, he got me. I was in there, though. My stick figure guy just flops off. Oh, my God. This guy was chasing me down, bro. That's crazy. We still won. Still won on that one. It's crazy. All right. So let's see what we got over here. Yeah, so I do have Samarast 3. I got Amnesia the Bunker. I was gonna possibly play Amnesia the Bunker probably on Halloween. I'm still trying to figure that out, whether I want to do that or not. But it is kind of like I'm picking and choosing what I want to play now, and like kind of just going from there. So I definitely will probably play. I mean, I could play Fortnite doing that, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that. I probably will play maybe 1 or 2 Fortnite matches. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, since I got, time for it. Fortnite will always be my first game that I streamed. Always will be. That's just crazy. That was the first game I ever streamed. If I can log in. And I'm trying to think if it was game capture that I had it on. Yeah, it was. Alright, cool. Yeah, it's crazy that like now the internet's like back to normal finally. So they do have the Mothman. It's kind of cool. I like the concept of how the skin is, because it has like this pixelation, which is pretty cool. I'm thinking about downloading Repo and kind of playing that. That would be kind of like another game that I'll start playing. Let's see. That's another reason why I just love being able to, play on a PC, because if I wanted to switch a game, I can. Which is, I mean, they should have that capability on a console, because then you would be able to. There would be so many people doing it, so many people doing it, and it would just be cool, Did I? Yeah, and then you kind of got to get used to like when you switch everything over. But yeah, like I was saying, I appreciate if you guys use my supporter credit code in Epic Game Store and Fortnite item shop. It's gonna be Jeffrey with 2 E's, Barrett and 2 tars. 2 tars? Nah, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, Jeffrey with 2 E's, Barrett with 2 R's and 2 T's. You could also use that to find me on all platforms. I'll probably play about like 1 or 2 matches and then kind of go from there. And then there's a couple other games that I do want to download and kind of, change things up a bit. Let's see, what else do they have here? Gentle painting. So what am I missing out of this bundle? The Oro axe, which is 500. I get it for 200. Alright, let me see. Not really missing too much. I mean, I do post about the item shop every day on reset. I don't know why it would just bring me all the way over there. Doja Cat, yeah. Yeah, not too much going on. I know that one of the things that I did want to look at today was... let's do the... And do I want to do him? Nah, let's do some ghost face. Some ghost face. Pickaxe. There we go. Glider. Yeah, just get down, boy. Kicks. Nah, no kicks. The wraps. Right. Lobby, I gotta change that. Alright. I know in the Battle Royale, where's the zero build though? That's the OG. Here we go. So what I'm gonna show you right now, let me just I'm gonna go into a match and then I'll show you where they have the Simpsons stuff at right now. So they're already, you know, showing, and I think even like probably, I think it's like a 25% chance that you'll actually get the alien spacecraft from the Alien or from the Simpsons. You know, from the Simpsons we'll be able to show you. So start the match. I definitely want to have that off for now. But they're really trying to ramp it up, you know, trying to really integrate all that and kind of just like really take it on and just go from there. It's going to be pretty interesting. So it should be, I think it's supposed to be like right over here somewhere. I think it's there. There it is. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I believe it's supposed to be right over there. It was funny because they look so pixelated. But yeah, I mean that's kind of wild. Yeah, that's it right there. So you're gonna want to go over past the Buggy Water Beach area. Yeah, so creepy camps. You want to go over towards the corner of it, and this is where you'll be able to see the Bart Simpson. You know, kind of like it changes real quick. But they got a timer over here. Got 4 days, 10 hours. It's just crazy how it like, yo, and then it shows like the outline of your character already. You can't destroy anything in here. So So this is how your character is gonna look if you're not playing like any type of cell shaded character. You're gonna have like a black outline of your character. So there's gonna be a lot going into it for next season. So like any character that you have will have this kind of sort of cell shading feel to it. And the reason why they're doing this is so that you don't stand out as much. You know, because like usually when you're cell shaded, you stand out in a map like this, like in the normal map. But because of that, now everyone's gonna have a cell shaded like aura around them. It's like a black lining, so it kind of creates this cell shading of a character. You'll still stand out more than a regular cell shaded character, but it's just the fact that like they're trying to really utilize everything in there. Yeah, so you can just climb up the tree right now. They'll probably leave it here. I feel like just the whole map itself is going to eventually, you know, just turn into that. So it's going to be kind of interesting. So you got exactly 4 days, 10 hours, 53 minutes. The time of this posting, you're looking at probably about 3 days and 20 hours. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they end up doing with all this. And it does look like it's starting to spread out a little bit. So when it initially started, it went up to here. And then now it's just starting to spread out through the whole map. So I have a feeling they'll probably just end up like having this spread out throughout the map in the next like couple of days, and then it'll kind of just like bring you into it. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what happens and just kind of go from there. But yeah, that's gonna be kind of crazy. Yeah, my content is gonna definitely vary. I'm gonna be changing things up. Gonna be telling you about, you know, what kind of stuff is going on, and you know, kind of just like helping you guys out with things and stuff like that. I do have a supporter creator code, so I can definitely change things up quite a bit, and definitely make things a lot better. So let's do a actual match. So I could be the final Peely. I mean, especially since it is getting close to Halloween. I might end up doing like multi-game streams and stuff like that, and add like Fortnite towards the end of it. Especially since on the 30th, right before Halloween, I'm really not going to be able to stream as much. I was wanting to, but I got reached out to, you know, help out with the movie, so I'm doing that instead. It also depends on exactly when it'll happen. So like I might still be able to stream at night, but that is exactly when like Arc Raiders comes out on the 30th, and so does the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. So let's see who I want to be. I could be like, be her. There's different edit styles. I'll probably be her, honestly. And then hers, Elmira Backbling. Could actually just check out what her backbling was. Okay, so it was like a bag with like all her goodies in it. Her goodies. Jeez. It'd probably take a sec to find it. I'll actually use that because it looks so much more like accurate to it. And that'll actually kind of look, that matches with her too. That's a pretty sick, you know, addition to it. That's wild. And then a glider for her. I mean, the Tron glider can definitely work. I'm not gonna lie. And then as far as this, she's got the spell books. Those work too. Shoes. I mean, I do have these kicks. I really don't have any shoes that would match with her per se. And then the wraps. I do have like the flame one that can work. But there is a better one that I could use. If I could find it though. I think it's a Marvel. You know what? I'm gonna use this one just because. No. I'll keep it there for now. I gotta find the other one. So if I do by series, it'll be up to the top. Yeah, it'll be like this one. And there you go. Because her hands have it. It just looks like it's going into her hands. Definitely really peak. And there you go. I can take that off. Look at the chats. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be pretty crazy just to kind of see. They've brought out all the skins that they're going to bring out for Fortnite mares, so that's already taken care of. The rest of it's kind of just like waiting for next season. Fortnite mares is kind of considered to be over, but yeah. Oh, they want to go down there already? Yeah, definitely matches with her. Oh, I mean, I can get rid of that one. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This one I just want to get rid of. Yo. There we go. Alright. You got him. Might as well use it, right? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, they're gunning. They're gunning. They're gunning. Nope, nope, nope. He went down there to try to get me? No way, bro. Is he stuck down there? No way, dude. Yo, oh, come on. Where's my teammates, dude? You should have been shooting at him a long time ago. Ah, he's dead. Damn it. I can't even get up there. He's gonna shoot me. He's gonna shoot me right now. I'm waiting for it. Oh, if I could just go. Oh, well, now they know exactly where I'm at. They're gonna come for me. It's the last player. Come revive me. Come revive me. Right here, dude. Dude, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You're gonna need the help. There's somebody up there, I'm guessing. Why would you just do that? Get out of storm, dude. What are you doing? You're the last player, bro. Stop crouching, dude. No reason to be crouching. Well, if you ain't got heals, you're not gonna win, dude. Get this. Stay out of storm. Stay out of storm. He's healing. Oh, let's go, bro. Yes, Mr. Wilder 12. Let's go. Oh man, that's funny. Get one dub. Yeah, see, 52% shot rate. That's crazy, man. Let's go. Welcome to the stream, Bailey. Welcome, welcome. Alright. So the compete tab is basically over for the most part. They had a couple of things here or there, but it's basically over with already. The Sunday, October 26th, yeah, it's already done. Literally, yeah, yesterday was the last one. So that's kind of it. And then I think they're going to have the reload stuff is going to reset. You know, so next season's going to be pretty interesting because a whole new type of map's going to be in there. We're going to have all these different types of... I think reload will stay the same map. You know, and that's pretty much like where I end up becoming, you know... They'll probably even have like, maybe even like a specific umbrella, which would be kind of cool, you know, like a Simpsons umbrella. I'm kind of curious what like a victory umbrella for that's gonna look like. And I think probably either tomorrow or like 2 days from now, the leakers will leak it, and then I'll be able to post about it on, you know, Twitter, Threads, and Facebook. So you can follow me over on there. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty crazy. You know, Mothman was pretty much the last thing that they were gonna come out with, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, I mean, I appreciate everyone that did stop by. You know, my streams, I'm going to be playing them a little longer, you know, so like in December, I'm for sure going to be playing, there's a couple of games that I'm going to be like playing all day. I'm going to be putting like at least 8 to 10 hours into it. You know, I'm going to be doing a lot of different stuff and kind of just like adding more to it. So I appreciate everyone that does stop by. I appreciate if you guys follow, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified every time I go live. Give me a like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Keep on tapping the screen. Give me those hearts. It does go a long way. I'm trying to really, boost my following, my community. I do have a small community right now over all platforms. I have probably around close to 2,000. There is certain platforms that I have gotten more people following me compared to before, but I do appreciate everyone stopping in. I'm always going to be going live from now on. Every day I'm going to try to make sure that I go live at least for an hour. Like right now I'm working a lot, so right before, really cold weather hits and stuff like that, I'm going to be working every day, at least 5 to 10 hours. Kind of always depends, but for the most part, it's going to be like that. And then creating all these clips, and it's kind of like, even while I'm out at work, I'll be out at work, and then I'll post the clip for the day, and then I usually create the clip at night, and then I post it during the day, all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate everyone that stops by. It's always appreciated. When it comes to people that are streamers and they work, I'm probably the only streamer that you're gonna know about that literally has like over 5 different jobs. I'm an actor. I work in film, whether it's like either as an actor, background. I've done a stunt before. I've coordinated with stunt coordinators and stuff like that. Other than that, it's basically just a constant thing. I'm always working. So like on the 30th, it's not guaranteed right now. They did reach out to me that I'm going to be working in a movie. So I'm kind of just trying to see, like, I got an email for it, and then they're submitting it, and then I'm trying to just wait to see, like, if I get submitted. If I don't, then I will be taking the day off of work, and I'll be, playing Mortal Kombat Legacies at least 4 hours out of those days, and then I'll stop the stream, and then I'll start up another stream for Arc Raiders. So definitely be doing all that. For sure, I'll play at least 1 hour of each. Like 100% I'll be doing that. I'll probably even wake up like super, super early. Kind of depends, but it also depends on like what time I'll start work if I do work on set. So I kind of gotta like do it all within that time frame, So it depends on how long Arc Raiders would take to download and how long Mortal Kombat would take to download. So if it takes like a certain amount of hours, I'll probably leave my computer on, let it download, and then even like probably set it up so that like as soon as one finishes downloading, I'll enable the other one, so like it does it right at one after another, because they're both on Steam. So I'll probably go from there and just do that. But yeah, I appreciate if you guys follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification button, notified. A comment does go a long way, even just like something like, hey, how you doing? Something simple. I appreciate everyone that does follow in. What I want to be able to do is get to a certain point where I can give back to the community. So I've put a lot into creating this content for you guys. If you guys end up, helping me out, just a follow, a subscribe or something like that, free, totally free. If you guys just, stop in, and once I build a big enough community, I'll start giving back to you guys. I'll be able to, like get V-Bucks for you guys and do like, different games, and like even like, spinning wheels on the stream and stuff like that, or even like all different types of games for you guys. Right now I'm just trying to veer off of, just being a Fortnite creator, and I'm trying to go into the span of gaming community, and then eventually at some point I will do a few IRL streams. I have way more IRL, like concepts for you guys compared to all the other IRL streamers. And like the things that I would do would just be so much more than what they come up with. So I would definitely recommend for you guys to stick around. follow. I'll be posting updates on like what I'm gonna be doing next. As soon as I get like a certain following and I start streaming, like I'll definitely make sure that you guys get heads up on it. I'll be posting over on different platforms, specifically the ones that are like X and stuff like that. So I'll be like kind of curating, what I'm gonna be doing at what date and stuff like that. I might even eventually end up doing like possibly an IRL stream of like me skydiving or something. Like no other streamer has done that. I would be the first person talking about that right now. I'm surprised that none of them have done that. Why haven't they? There's got to be at least one person that has gone skydiving before. I've gone skydiving, but I'm just saying, like, why hasn't like a streamer done that yet? I haven't seen that. Like for them doing the whole process of them like on the trip, going to it, being seeing the instruction of how it goes, and then they're in the plane, and then they go skydiving and stuff like that, and just like the whole concept. It is, like there is a lot of wind. I know that they can kind of like tweak the mics a little bit, or even just like put them like somewhere where it doesn't get the wind, on it, but you could still hear them or something, or they could just turn the mics off. And they could have somebody else that's like talking into the software, saying like, oh, they're jumping right now, whatever, stuff like that. I'm really surprised that they haven't done that. There's like so many other concepts that I have, but that's like a really big one. If I was to get to, I usually try to variate myself when it comes to doing different things. I would go skydiving again. If I was to reach like 100,000, subscribers or followers on some platform, I would go skydiving again, and I would do it in IRL stream for that. Like that's massive. Like no one else is doing that stuff like that for even just that minimum amount of people. Like you're literally risking your life for something like that. And I did it without even streaming. I actually went skydiving before streaming, so and I became an actor before I started streaming too. So it's kind of like a whole nother thing that's going on with that. But I would definitely, recommend hitting that notification bell, be notified, come into my streams. You guys want to ask about anything that's filmed in Chicago, like movies, TV sets, stuff like that. If you guys are in the area and you're interested in getting into it, you guys want to know what kind of like the blueprint of how to even just kind of get your foot in the door, even just as like an extra, to see if you would like it, just let me know. I'll definitely be able to help you out. I'll even like make a video about it if you guys are really that interested. So there's definitely a lot of things that I would, be able to willingly share. Same thing with like streaming information and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys are thoroughly interested about it, there's a lot of videos that I would be interested in creating for you guys. Like my PC that I have, I'm doing 1080p. I would be able to do more than that. It's just that the gaming monitor that I have is only 1080p, and I only spent, because it was on sale, I'm able to get 360 FPS on it, and I can literally show that to you right now. Go to the settings, and then, it's this right here. I can literally get 360 FPS. It doesn't bog down my computer. It's perfectly fine. I don't have any, lag with any of that stuff. I can tell you what PC that you should get. If you're curious about multi-streaming, anything of that sort, I'd be more than happy to share the do's and don'ts. I've tried to help other people go in the right direction. And this was before I even got a PC. I literally tried helping out some other creators that they have a much bigger following than I do. Like on certain platforms, there's some people that have like 3,000, followers or subscribers, yada, yada, yada. Me, I barely have, like, on that same platform that I'm talking about, that one person, and they stream on only one platform, they have like almost 4,000, followers, and they get like at least 100 subscribers per month. So they're making a decent amount of money. And I was just letting them know, like, I made probably about 1/4 of what I spent when it comes to streaming. I paid 1/4 into a PC. So I spent $4,000 into a PC. I've made $1,000 off of streaming, off of 4 years. So it's kind of, interesting, because I was telling them, like, oh, if you're going to be streaming even just on one platform, you want to get XYZ. And they didn't listen to me. And then, like a year and a half after having the PC, now I can see when they're streaming, they're like, you can tell, like, when they have their face cam, you can see in their face, they're like, they're looking at their OBS or their Streamlabs, and they're like, like it's struggling. They can tell that their computer's struggling. And I was just explaining to them before they did, purchase that computer, that you need to have this, that, and the other. And they didn't listen to me. They went to Best Buy. They listened to somebody else at Best Buy. Even though I did work at Best Buy for 5 years in the computer department, you're literally going to listen to somebody else when I literally have the knowledge to help you out. And I was explaining to them, like, if you can't afford it now and you're still streaming on a console, just stick doing that. Stay doing that. Stay streaming on your console until you can afford to get what I'm explaining to you would be the best option. And so they didn't listen to me. They listened to the person at Best Buy. And I was like, I'm an ex, Best Buy employee. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm telling you the right things. You need to purchase this. And they didn't listen to me. They purchased something else. And, here we are now. They can't even stream barely on one platform. I'm over here. I'm streaming on, like 5 different things. I'm streaming on one platform, vertical and horizontal. And then I'm streaming on TikTok and all these other platforms. But altogether, I'm streaming on 4 platforms altogether. But if you want to include the extra, vertical and horizontal for one of the platforms, that's 5 streams. I'm trying to get Facebook. It's kind of difficult to really. It's literally on Facebook side. I'm trying to get that fixed. But there's another thing that I'm really worried about before that. I tried a couple times with that. I'm not really worried about it too much. So right now I'm trying to get my PlayStation to be able to work without it freezing or lagging out. I might have to get a different capture card, because I think maybe this one, just the driver for it, I might have to download a different driver to get it to work on here. So it's a whole process, but I'm figuring it out. But I appreciate everyone stopping by. And, as always, I'm going to be doing multi-gaming, multi-platforms, and multi-streaming, all that stuff. I'm not going to be stopping. I might end up taking a break here or there, depending on like how much I'm working. Because when I do start working on filming sets, my schedule on streaming does kind of vary a lot. So like I might end up being able to stream early in the morning, or I'm gonna have to stream at night. It all depends. But I do appreciate everyone stopping by. Always appreciate